There's a long list of interpersonal skills, but I've got 4 that I want to discuss with you in particular that might be holding back from you navigating the workplace. But let me give you guys context. If you can't navigate the workplace, you're going to get stressed out, and then you're going to keep hitting walls. And then when that happens, you sort of like disappear in the picture. And once you start disappearing in the picture, nobody recognizes you. And when nobody recognizes you, you don't have access to opportunities. So that's why you must navigate the workplace successfully. But there's some interpersonal skills that you need to have in order to do that, right? So things won't always come easily. Thank you, Nanali, for the gift. I appreciate you, Skim Sam, right? Things won't always come easily. You understand? So there are things that you have to work on yourself. Guys, we're talking personal development. I'm always talking about personal development. You need to develop yourself. And what we're talking about today, these skills that I'm talking about, guys, this is not school. This is you developing yourself. This is not school. These skills that you need to learn, these 4 interpersonal skills, they have nothing to do with school. It's Kela. Afternoon Okti, thank you for coming through. Our captain is here. Right, so let's run through these skills. Okay, the first one, guys, is self-awareness. Self-awareness, guys, will help you to navigate the workplace if you get it right. Self-awareness is knowing what you are thinking, is constantly knowing what you are feeling, knowing what you need to say, knowing how to respond. Basically, you have a handle on yourself. Some of you guys don't have a handle on yourselves. It's like when an argument just happens in the workplace, anything that comes to your mind, it just starts spewing out of your mouth, and then it's this chaos that happens, and then you are now running to the bathroom, and then now you are crying, and this thing just puts you in a very horrible spot when it comes to the workplace. All right, it's like now people have seen your weaknesses, or there are certain things that they are now assuming that maybe you're a rude person because of how you just responded immediately and all of that. Guys, self-awareness is about constantly being in touch with your brain, being in touch with how you respond to things, and being in touch with your feelings. So you need to get your act right. You need to get yourself together. That's what we're speaking about when we talk about self-awareness. You constantly have to get yourself together in the workplace. Otherwise, you won't be able to navigate it. Hi, Fifi Dramatic, the Kim Kardashian of the Fetch Army. I'm seeing you today at 4:30. I'm looking forward to your session. You understand what I'm saying, guys? So that's what self-awareness is all about. You need to get a grip on yourself. OZM, thank you for coming through. I see you. So guys, get a grip on yourself when you are at work. Have this level of self-awareness. Some of you guys are not coming across correctly. Some of you guys are, even with your facial expressions during meetings, you look like you are not interested. You look like you are about to walk out. And guys, self-awareness is constantly being aware of everything about you. It's like from your facial expressions to, but most importantly for me, to how you think, to how you respond to things, to your feelings, to know when is there an appropriate time to raise something, when is it not an appropriate time to raise something. That is what self-awareness is all about. How do you improve your self-awareness? You need to spend a lot of time with yourself. You need to stop being surrounded by 50 people every time. There's time that you need to spend with yourself in order for you to understand you. Otherwise, if you don't have a grip on yourself and how you think and how you react to things, you're going to lose your sense of direction. You're going to lose your GPS in the workplace. So self-awareness is critically important. Hey, Batobile, thank you for coming through. Our lieutenant is here. All right, guys. So that is one of the most important skills. Like I said, you learn it by spending a lot of time with yourself and understanding how you think and understanding how you move. Right, guys, if you're new here, please make sure that you follow me, and welcome to the Fetch Army. We welcome you here. We're a group of people that are fetching executive positions, right? And navigating the workplace properly is one of the things that will get you there. You need to navigate the workplace properly. So self-awareness, guys, get a grip on yourself. Get a grip on how you think, get a grip on how you move, get a grip on how you react, get a grip on your facial expressions, get a grip on how you sit. Get a grip on yourself. Otherwise, if people start having the wrong or start having misconceptions about you, and I'm talking about people that can give you opportunities, right? I'm not saying you must impress everybody in the workplace. I'm talking about people that can give you opportunities, right? They need to, you understand what I'm saying? They need to be fully aware of who you are, and you must get a grip on yourself. Okay, number 2, guys, is decision making. Decision making is a very important skill. Also, it's not something you're going to learn at school. You're going to have to teach yourself decision making. Guys, you can't be, if you want to move out and navigate the workplace properly and get into an executive position, you can't constantly be somebody who does nothing as long as nobody has made a decision of what needs to happen. I used to have employees that always come to my office and they would ask me, what do we do next? What do we do next? What do we do? And in my head, I was like, I wish one of you guys could learn to just make a decision and implement it. And then we move forward, right? Whenever you bump into a wall, you get stuck with a spreadsheet, or you get stuck with a particular email, you don't make an effort to even say, this is a decision I'm going to make, and then this is how we're going to move forward. You constantly have to, and you sit around, right? Until somebody comes to your desk and says, hey, listen, I can see you are playing on your phone. What's the story here? Well, you know what? Somebody needs to make a decision about something. And then you just chill. That is not going to help you. At some point, you need to be the decision maker. Obviously, you cannot make, thank you so much, Shumi. You cannot make the executive decisions, right, that your boss might sign off on. But I'm talking about the small things that you bump into, like your Excel is not working, or you've got a little bit of load shedding. So what do? Make a decision. I'm going to go work from Mug and Bean, right? Make a decision. This is what you need: decision making. You can't just always sit around and wait for somebody to decide things for you. So this is a very important skill. Also, it's not something that you're going to learn from a BCom. It's not something that you're going to learn from a PhD. This is something that you have to teach yourself. You need to sit down with you. You need to sit down with yourself, and then you need to start thinking, how do I become a decision maker? How do I start making decisions? You can't, every time you bump into a wall, guys, you run away, or you sit, or you give up, and then you wait for somebody to make a decision for you. It does not work like that. So if you want to successfully, because this is what happens in the workplace. If you're not a decision maker, that means you're a kind of person who's a burden in the team. You are the burden in the army, because everybody's thinking for you. It's like you are that weak soldier that everybody has to constantly protect. It's very tiring. So how many alliances are you going to create because of that? Very few. You won't be able to create the right alliances, right? Because you are seen as that kind of person. And when you don't have alliances in the workplace, you cannot navigate. Your GPS is broken. You cannot navigate, right? People who can't make decisions exhaust me. I know what you're talking about, Sile. They are exhausting. People who can't make decisions are so exhausting. And all of your projects don't move forward, because at the end of the day, somebody's going to have to take the part of your work if you are not a decision maker. And let me tell you something, that's a wrong way to start, because one day when there's an opportunity internally for you to move up and whatnot, somebody's going to come up and say, I'll tell you about this person. We worked closely. We don't think they're ready for this position. They just don't make decisions. They sit, they hang back, right? And some people think it's cool. Yeah, it's called bare minimum. Why should we do more? Hey, we don't get paid, da. Please leave. If you are not satisfied with that company, please leave. Don't make this somebody else's problem. Don't be a burden to other people. Don't sit there doing the bare minimum. Please go. Go to a company where you think you're going to fit. Because you can see Obosile, they are tired. They are exhausted. So now you are breaking her experience. And now she's going to have to take you to HR, where they're going to put you on a performance contract. And that's not going to be nice. But you can't burden all of us, because when you don't make decisions, when you get stuck, you take your phone out. Hi, Tobile. When you get stuck, you take your phone out. When you get stuck, you chill. When you get stuck, you do nothing. When you get stuck, you walk around the office, everybody's desk, busy spreading gossip or talking, right? Or you just get out randomly at 11 o'clock to go to Chicken Licken to buy wings, because when you don't care. You will wait for the boss to come back before you make decisions. That's not going to get you anywhere. There are certain decisions. Sometimes, you know what, I was talking about building a relationship with your manager last week. Sometimes when those things happen where, you make a decision and your boss comes back and you are like, no, we were stuck here, but you know what? Let me not say your boss, your manager comes back. And then you're like, no, we were stuck here, but it's all good. I decided that if we shift this around and use this and whatnot, we're going to be sorted. You want to be that kind of person. That's how you build alliances, especially with the top guys at work. Then you start moving up. I used to make decisions and apologize later, me. If I think That's what needs to happen. I would make a decision and apologize later. This has to be the most productive life I'm on to start my week. I'm so happy. Lufuno, I'm so happy. I'm so happy you feel like that, right? So I used to make decisions and apologize later. That's what I used to do because I refuse to sit down. And guys, I've made wrong decisions. I've made wrong decisions, but I would rather make a wrong decision than not make a decision at all. Because when you make a wrong decision, there's at least a level of progression where my manager would say to me, I'm so glad that at least what we are fixing something that is moving, instead of me coming to fix a problem where nobody has made a decision. That is the worst. So a decision was made. It was not entirely correct, but I really appreciate the fact that you made a decision in order for us to move. Because had you not made a decision, this problem was going to drag for 3 more days. That was going to be worse. So guys, become decision makers. Laogunye, just sit and think. Don't say, load shedding has hit. There's nothing I can do. Oh, the spreadsheet is not working. There's nothing I can do. I mean, like sometimes I look at my wife and the way she navigates things. It's like one moment she will be designing something for a campaign and then it doesn't work and she doesn't sit, and then she stands up and she says, okay, what decision making can I come up with? She drops Canva and then goes on to PowerPoint, and she never gets stuck. She never hits a brick wall and sits. She is constantly moving. She's actually even better than me when it comes to decision making. That's what we need to become. Right? Wrong decisions at least comes with a way forward. No decision at all is a setback. Exactly. So guys, if you don't make decisions and you sit when you're hitting a break wall and then you become, that's a bad way. That's a bad way to start, right? That's a horrible, horrible, horrible way to start. As a wife in digital marketing, she's in campaigns management. Yes, Fifi, which involves a high level of digital marketing. For a global organization called Save the Children South Africa. She's an activist for children's rights and the Child Protection Act and all of that. So you see, guys, decision making is very important. Guys, the third one, I'm the master of. Even in the workplace, the third one I was the master of. And I want you guys to master it. Negotiation and persuasion. Guys, you can't just take no for an answer. You can't take the first no. In the workplace, you can't take the first no, right? So I'll give you an example. Whenever I went to a lot of speaking engagements, I tell you guys this story all the time because I knew it would expose me to executives. It would expose me to everybody. So whenever there was an event happening at work, I would say, can I please be an MC? And then my manager would say, no, they're going to pick somebody else. So a lot of you at this point would be like, oh, okay, that's it. Okay, I'm done. I was the kind of guy who says, okay, but hear me out. That was my favorite line. Listen, hear me out. Okay, no, but Smooth, this is not going to happen. Okay, I will sit in that office until she says, let me sleep on it. At least I will take, let me sleep on it. I will not take a direct no. You understand? So whenever there's opportunity, there's projects. Hey, listen here, I want to be part of this project, guys, and whatnot, because I can see a particular executive that I want to be close to is going to be part of this project. So, hey, listen, I want to be part of this project. No, Spoo, we can't this time because we're busy with this, and that. I'm telling you, I get into number 3 mode. By the time I leave, I will walk out of there having what I want. So negotiation and persuasion, I think a lot of you guys really don't have it, right? I really need to work on improving number 3. Yes. You suck at negotiating. Guys, you need to constantly be able to sit and say, listen, let's talk. Listen, hear me out, right? You lose nothing. Thank you, Shumi. You lose nothing by sitting and negotiating. Hi, Joshua. Right? You lose nothing, guys, but you cannot. Otherwise, opportunities are going to pass you by. When an opportunity comes for you to speak about potentially getting a job promotion, right? Hey, listen, there's this position that opened up. You say to a manager, listen, I'd like to shoot my shot on this position. No, Sbu, it's not going to happen. Some of you guys do what? Go cry in the car. My boss does not like me. My boss does. No, relax. Come back and say, listen here, hear me out. All right. I will come back to you tomorrow with a presentation to show you, right? To show you, right? That I can get into this promotion. I will come back tomorrow. Please give me tomorrow. You need to walk away with a, let me sleep on it, or I'll think about it. But you can't walk away with a direct no, guys. And then that is it for you. You crumble because of that. You know, number 3 is a skill. By the Special Army, we can learn this. Exactly, guys. Negotiation and persuasion, guys, is important. Important. So I need you guys to go and learn this. So how do you learn this? You have to practice it. You have to practice it, right? So you have to put yourself in situations where somebody will most likely say no to you. That's what you have to do. You have to practically do it. Guys, books are not going to help you with this one. Books are not going to help you with those one. They might give you some kind of knowledge, but books are not going to help you with this one. You need to practically put yourself in a position where you know normally your manager would say no. And then you must go there. Start with your leave applications, because some of you guys, your leave applications, they get declined, and then it ends there. Maybe start there. And say, hear me out. Let me tell you how I'm going to balance this thing. Okay, you are worried that I'm going to miss these days, but let me tell you, I'm going to do my project plan for this day, so it will allow me to complete this. And then when I come back, I'm going to complete everything. I'm going to be fine. That's what negotiation is. You're trying to show a person that I will be fine. Listen here, and you will be fine, and we will all be fine. And we will all be fine, right? Otherwise, guys, if you will not move up. Guys, I was a master negotiator, and then I was a master persuader. That's why I became an executive at 35. I can tell you, it had nothing to do with my qualifications. Yes, it had to do with my industry knowledge. I was top notch when it came to that and all of that, right? But all of those things I gained because, guys, I was a negotiator and I was a persuader. It was tough to say no to me. I will come back tomorrow with a PowerPoint if you don't believe me. If you don't believe me, I will inbox you a proposal. That's because I never spoke things informally. I always spoke things formally. Whenever I wanted to persuade you on something, I would say, let me do a presentation for you tomorrow. Or let me put it in a 5-page proposal for you. You understand? Not mouth all the time, or lose email all the time. You understand? So you have to, guys, you have to negotiate, and then you have to persuade, especially if you see this thing is going to benefit you. You go to marketing and you say to them, listen, I want to contribute to this month's newsletter. Because the newsletter goes to executives within the company, and you want them to see your name and see what you know. Oh no, this month, as comms, we had a meeting last week, and then we cannot be accepting articles from other people. Then you say what? No, listen, hear me out. Hear me out. Let me give you an angle here. So you gotta think. Let me give you an angle here, right? Our department has 40 more people than any other department. So that means if the article comes from me, you've got 40 more people that are most likely going to open your newsletter than if it's... You understand what I'm saying, guys? Angles. Some of you guys, you'll say you didn't even grow up in a township. The way your negotiation and persuasion skills just lag. It's street smart, guys. I got it in the street, not from books. I got it in the street. So, guys, I need you to up your negotiation and persuasion skills. I really need you to up them. Guys, let's double tap the screen. Let's get to 10K likes. We are close. It's our next taxi rank. Kiko Bri, 10K likes is our next taxi rank. We are almost there. Quantum. Let's go, guys. I need a whole month leave for my upcoming holiday. Definitely, I'm rehearsing for December, January. Naima, practice it and come up with a presentation, even where you can say, listen, hear me out. Hear me out. This is what we can do. Right? Shame, I have zero negotiation skills. And no crushes my ego. Then I start crying. I'm so sorry. But let's toughen up, guys. It's Tammy. Thank you so much. I appreciate the roses. But let's toughen up, guys. Okay. And no is motivation. Coach Sibu, may you connect me to your wife, please? Digital marketing. Okay, I'll do that for you. Right? I do that for you. This is dope. Formal documentation is the way to go. Tulani, you have to put things on presentation sometimes, guys. So, guys, this reminds me of two things, what Tulani is saying. So, guys, remember I said, in order for you to move up very quick in your current position and you want to get into Kalauya corner, you can't cry and not move. You must move. How do you differentiate between negotiation and being aggressive? Vicky, so here's the difference, okay? Negotiation is, hear me out, right? Let me give you direct solutions in terms of why I think this is going to work. That's negotiating, right? This is how I think it's going to work, and this is how I think it's going to benefit you. As my manager, you're going to look good when I'm on stage and I'm presenting this thing because I'm going to mention your name and whatnot. Do you understand? Being aggressive is, no, you can't tell me no, I'm going to do it. I'm going to do it because I also deserve. No, it has entitlement inside it, right? No, now why last week you gave it to Lerato but you didn't give it to me? No, that's not going to happen. I'm also going to do it because I also want it. That's being aggressive. Negotiation is smooth all the time. No, listen, let me tell you something, right? This is how we move. Think about it. If me and you we do this, right? And then we do this together and then I mention your name. Imagine how good you're going to look, right? And then on that day, I've got this other CEO that I would like to introduce you to while we are at this event where I'm going to be speaking. So you see, by you letting me fly there, right? It's an expense that we can recoup because you understand what I'm saying? That's negotiation. Smooth like butter. Smooth like butter, right? For technical positions, I find demonstrating sessions help me look and press exactly, right? Demonstration is nice, guys. So this is what I was saying on what Tulani is saying. Okay. So when I said to you guys, one of the ways to get promoted very fast in a company is to go and look at the processes and systems within your department and analyze them and then go to your manager and say, hey, listen here, I feel like there's certain things we can improve in our department which can save us money, right? So instead of this document going to Sbongile before it goes to Jabu, I was thinking that maybe in between we can put Chat GPT and artificial intelligence and whatnot. I'm just making an example. And I always say to you, once you figure out something like that, put it on a PowerPoint presentation. So that when you are meeting with your manager and you're saying, listen here, I've got a way for us to improve things, bring it with a PowerPoint presentation. Stop having these informal conversations. You have to put it on a documentation. And that's what negotiation is all about. If you want to show, I mean, my manager would say to me, dude, you have a PowerPoint for everything. And I was like, it's because I want to give you peace of mind. It's not about me. I want to give you peace of mind that trust me with this decision. So I want to show you the entire thought process on a spreadsheet. Or sometimes I would put it as a proposal, just a 5-page proposal. So guys, constantly have these formal things because that's how directors engage. I need you preparing yourself to become a director. That's how directors engage. We engage with formal things. So use those tools. So you have to put it on a formal thingy. Let me see my people here. I see people, Shem, are discussing crying. Now I cry, Shem, but I move on. Oh, guys, I feel so bad for you guys. As case, guys, for Ukala. Guys, don't cry, ne? Don't cry. It's okay, guys. We're going to get there. Guys, if you're not following me, make sure that you follow me. I see a couple of people following. I really appreciate you guys. We go by the Fetch Army. We're a group of professionals. We are proud 9-to-5ers, okay? I want you guys to be proud of being 9-to-5ers because you are as special as anybody else in this world. You get what I'm saying? So, yeah. Guys, don't cry. Don't cry. Guys, the fourth one. Let's talk about the fourth one. Guys, the fourth one is speech and presentation. I just linked it to number 3. If you struggle to speak, you will speak better with a presentation. I promise you that. If you struggle to speak, you will speak better with a presentation. I know there's this new term that says, ooh, death by PowerPoint. Ooh, death by PowerPoint. It's okay. Then rather be death by PowerPoint. Otherwise, you will never be able to express yourself and convince anybody of anything in your company. So your speech and presentation, guys, I need you guys to start practicing it. Go to a PowerPoint presentation for a baby wago, right? Think about a date where you're trying to, yes, I know, Nanali, that is the tough one. Thank you, Radi, no problem at all. So number 4 is the tough one, guys, right? Let's start it right in our relationships. You want to go on a specific date, baby does not want to go on a specific date, right? Go practice with baby. Go practice with baby, right? Anxiety will always, user 9-4, anxiety will always hit you. There's nothing you can do with anxiety. Anxiety and nerves, there's nothing you can do. That you will always get. I always make an example about Mike Tyson. He's been a boxer for the longest time and he was the world champion, but he will tell you that every time we have to get into the boxing ring, I always got nervous. The best soccer players in the planet will tell you every time we have to go for the championship, we get anxiety and then we get nervous. There's nothing you can do about that. There is nothing you can do about that. You're going to have to work through it. We don't even discuss that here. Because the first 5 minutes, your voice is going to be shaky and then you're going to be sweaty. But I'm telling you guys, 10 minutes in, you're going to be fine. But there's nothing you can do about nerves, guys. You can't let it stop you. Nerves are going to be there anyway. You nervous before you buy your first car. You nervous before you buy your first home. You nervous before your interview. You nervous before you're going on a blind date. You nervous guys, nerves and anxiety is always there. There's nothing you can do about it. So please don't think about it, right? How do you, okay, lol umphathi ukupa my email enze imenze imzekelo akho recognition tu yabona manje ke I don't yabona manje ngishanga isiXhosa esinye deep kabi manje. Yeah, is Fifi always also closer because ngathi you guys are hearing each other here. Ayebo kabini last week ndifuna no ithetha nge-English. Okay, I think you are hiding something there. Okay, I can see. Okay, I can see you're hiding something there. Okay, fine. That's not me. That's none of my business. Let me move on. So guys, everything, put it on a presentation. And like I said, you need to practice these small presentations, right? Go do a presentation to your child to negotiate with them to go to sleep early. Do a presentation for a baby and say, I want to justify why we should go on a holiday. Do a presentation. Just do these small presentations and play around with them. Right? If you don't have anybody, just do a presentation and just pretend, Jay, you need to convince somebody of something. Guys, if you can see the number, one day I will show you guys my desktop. Ne? If you can see the number of PowerPoint presentations that are on my desktop, like I need to clean it. It's actually disgusting. I have so much just sitting on my desktop because everything to me, I am telling you, she doesn't get recognized for her work. One party will use her work as an example. Oh, I see what you're saying. Okay, yeah, cool. I see. I hear you. So we'll talk about those managers one day, right? Sometimes let them take the shine. Guys, let them take the shine. As long as you know when at the bag, you are securing your bag. I mean, sometimes I would let these people just take the shine. It's like, doesn't matter, you know. Guys, I hope your bosses are not here, ne? I don't know. Maybe by Banbon M7 you guys are busy getting onto this live and they're like, hey, Nati, one day let's join the live. So guys, please just double check if your bosses are not here. Because I don't want to, you know, yeah, you understand what I'm saying, guys. So guys, yes. So your presentations are very important. Like my desktop is full of presentations, guys. Fifi, as long as y'all are not gossiping in the kitchen, it's okay. You know, this life is a safe space. Here you can share, but you know, as long as you don't do this at work in the kitchen, right? Then no, it's not a problem. Even if they are here, we'll negotiate our way out as pen number 3. Exactly. That's what number 4 is all about. Number 4 will make you better at everything, even with decision making, right? If you know how to present things and whatnot, because you can come up with your mind map, you can see what direction you want to go, and then boom. You understand? We wouldn't know they use user 1 2 3 4 7. You are right, Ozzy. I think some of your bosses are here, guys. You know, so yeah, I don't know. Maybe, who knows? I didn't invite them. It's not me who brought them here. Ne? It's not me. Right? So guys, yes, number 4, speech is very important, guys. Please practice your presentations. Practice your presentations. Do your presentations. Right? Record yourself doing a presentation. If you don't improve on that, and like I said, guys, forget the nerves. The nerves are going to be there. Just give it 5 minutes. The first 5 minutes, you're going to sound like your head is all over the place. But give it time, right? When I started speaking at events, guys, it was tough. But I knew where it was going to get me. It was really going to get me into the next level. You understand? So I knew I had to learn these skills. I knew I had to know how to speak and how to do a presentation. Even with my lives, you guys have noticed, dang it, look what's in front of you in this live. Isn't this a presentation that I have in front of you? Because it makes it easy, because I know I'm a scatterbrain. So people that joined my lives earlier knew I never used to do this with the presentations, right? It used to be me and my face and just talking, but I'm a scatterbrain. You understand? I will end up talking about 50 million things. I still do it in these lives, but it's better now because at least I've got some kind of structure. So do something like this even. It doesn't have to be a big presentation and say, boss, I need to speak to you about something. Then put 4 or 5 bullet points and say, this is what I'm going to discuss. There was a time where I was refusing to participate in meetings until people discussed things with at least bullet points. I would cancel the meetings. Because everybody wants to talk and everybody wants to jump on each other and whatnot. And I said, this is too chaotic for me. I'm no longer going to do this. As from now on, when we do meetings, that's what I used to tell my team. You're going to bring at least 4 or 5 bullet points. Or if you feel like you like fancy things and then you've done a whole entire PowerPoint presentation, I will accept that as well. but we no longer have to do funny things here, right? Guys, let's double tap the screen. We're close to 20K likes. My voice shrinks when I have to do a presentation. Askis Nanali Mganam. Yes, I can already picture Nje, because I know your voice, I can picture it shrinking. I'm not laughing. I can just picture it shrinking there, you know. But that's what happens. I think the first 5 minutes, the first 5-10 minutes is shrinking, guys. You won't like your voice. But once you are there, and then your voice starts getting warm, and then it pulls in namanzi. Guys, take a sip of water when you're doing these presentations, because sometimes your mouth gets dry, and when that happens, I think your voice and the shrinking just becomes worse. I know if you write Nanali, I can picture Nanali's voice shrunk, because Nanali does not have a small voice, so for it to shrink, that is very funny, you know. So yeah, guys, speech is very important. Speech is very critical. Make sure you've got your points. Some of you guys are quiet at work because of this, right? Word proposals or PowerPoint presentations, which one is more professional and preferable? Both of them. It's timely, both of them. It depends on which one you are good at, because I've seen some people try to do this whole thing with a PowerPoint and then it actually does not come out nice. But they are better when it comes to Word, you know. So anyone that you feel works, just use it. Just use it. But just make sure, guys, that's because some of you guys have become quiet at work and because you don't know how to express yourself. And I understand when you're sitting in meetings, it can be very overwhelming. It can be very overwhelming to even participate in a meeting. So some of you guys, you hold back, you disappear. Let me tell you what the problem is with that. Nobody's going to know you. And people that are not known, they will never go and do extraordinary things. Never. So you're constantly going to disappear and disappear and disappear into the background. So that is what's going to happen. You have to get over the nerves. I get nervous before meeting or interview, but as soon as I've introduced myself, that's it. Tando, that's the only way. Tando, that is the only way. That is the only way, Tando. You guys, you have to work through the nerves. The nerves are going to be there. There's nothing you can do. I'm good at talking and doing speech, but I speak zero. A lot of you guys speak zero. That's the problem, right? A lot of you guys, that's why I'm saying you should have some kind of a presentation or a proposal. Thank you, AB. I really appreciate you. Thank you for the roses, bro. You get what I'm saying? Because some of you guys are constantly talking, but level noto. You guys are talking Nikulumi zero. Sometimes you'll sit in a meeting and I'm like, is this person is so in love with his own voice. They're like literally with their own voice. You know, so some people, yes, they know how to talk, but they're talking zero. I shake and end up being not clear. Queenie, if you have a presentation or bullet points in front of you, I'm telling you, it helps. I am telling you, it's going to help. As long as you have some kind of, you see, this is a perfect example I'm giving you. I've got my guideline. I've got my heading, and then I've got my 4 points that I want to talk about. So this is a guideline because I know I'm a scatterbrain, right? And then, fortunately, I don't get nervous. But if I was the kind of person who gets nervous, I think this would bring me back to what the topic is. Then I would go and hit my points. Shaking is fine. Shaking stops at some point. You won't shake for the whole entire hour if you're presenting for an hour. You're just going to shake a little bit, but you're going to be back, right? Believing in what you say also helps with confidence. Guys, confidence is information. Edward, you're 100%. Confidence is information. When you are in rooms where people are talking about a subject that you know, that's when that's where you are the loudest, right? But if you're in a room where people are having a conversation that you know nothing about, that's when you are the most reserved and quiet. You don't have the confidence to jump in. Right, so that's why I will never go to an IT conference and try to negotiate there. I will never. But on Trapakwa, everything they're going to be talking is coding this, coding that, and whatnot. I won't be confident at that event, right? But take me to a career event, take me to an entrepreneurship event, and that kind of thing. I am 100% confident when I'm there. I am 100% confident when I'm there. You understand what I'm saying? So that's the thing. Mina ngilezi ezikhuluma kakhulu end up stuttering. Hey, Okti, I can't wait. Okti, we need to do your session. Let me know if you can do evenings, because I think weekends, they are starting to get a little bit tricky for me with this new contract that I have. So Okti, let me know if you don't want to do an evening. You don't want to do a 7 p.m. or an 8 p.m. just let me know. All right. I need to do in depth of whatever subject I'll be talking about. Exactly. You know, rap steak sometimes being an empty can. Gittling, empty cans. No. That's not what we want. Right. So guys, forget the nerves. Okay, cool stuff. Inbox me. Cool stuff. Send me a WhatsApp when don't inbox me. Send me a WhatsApp. When we're speaking on WhatsApp, I think we do. Our presentation with points is better because you can elaborate on the points. Exactly. So just hit your points. Guys, hit your points. Hit your points. All right? 1, 2, 3, 4. Hit your points. Do what I did here on screen. Right? This thing, I literally created it with an app on my phone. Very easy to put my 4 points so that we can say this is the topic, this is what we're speaking about. Because I want us to be productive. I want us to get to practical steps. You understand? If I didn't have this here, I'm telling you guys, I know myself, I'm a scatterbrain. I would be talking about something else. By now, probably we would be talking about radio and TV, and I wouldn't know how we ended up there. So guys, your speech becomes very important. Guys, if you're not following me, make sure that you follow me. We go by the Fetch Army. We are a group of professionals, right? Proud 9-to-5ers. Proud 9-to-5ers. That believe a 9 to 5 is a very fruitful life, and we're going for executive positions. We're going for the top of the food chain because we're an army. We are technically getting into the top of the food chain. So make sure that you follow me. Go get into our WhatsApp group, guys. Yesterday I shared a very nice opportunity for young leaders, Unilever's Young Leaders Program. I hope you guys are shooting your shot there. I hope you guys are bringing your sniper guns. You're going to shoot your shot there. So you can join the WhatsApp group. Go to careeremporium.co.za. There's a link to join the WhatsApp group. Join the WhatsApp group. I'm going to start putting out a lot of programs like that, guys, because I saw a couple of them on LinkedIn, right? And I'm hoping you, especially you guys, the young ones, I hope you're shooting your shot. It's not for you. I'll find you something else. Obonana, they must apply. Obonana, ne? They must really apply. And a student here getting some professional advice. Ooh, it's Tammy. I am so happy you became part of the army while you are still a student, Tammy. You already sound impressive, though. It's Tammy, you already sound impressive. I thought you were like management position. So I'm glad the army has caught you while you are still young. Be part of us, work with us. Guys, we are here every day at 2 o'clock, by the way. I'm live every day at 2 o'clock, right? If I don't have a lot of work. Last week, Friday, I couldn't because, there was a whole lot of work. You're honestly a blessing to our lives. I really appreciate you, Sile. Thank you so much. I really appreciate you. I'm the general of the Fetch Army, Sile. We are the Fetch Army here, right? They cry while they move. Because that's what the Fetch Army does. You cry as you move. You go and present as you are nervous, but you move, right? When things go wrong, you move. That's what we do as the Fetch Army, guys. We don't feel sorry for ourselves. We don't put ourselves down. We are willing to learn. We are willing to take the next step. We are going for executive positions, most importantly. We're going to rush corporate doors, and then we're going to do what needs to be done. Right? We are stealing them from the private sector, from the public sector. We bring them to the private sector so that we can kick those corporate doors, right? I'm about creating the next leadership. You understand? And that's what you guys are. I believe in you. I just joined the live for the first time. What is the purpose for the live? It's career development, Limo. It's career development. That's what we're talking about. We are fetching executive positions, Limo. So I do presentations every day at 2 o'clock to give practical steps on how we can improve our skills and all of that. For those who don't know my background, I became an executive at age 35. I now run my own businesses, so I know what it takes, to push the journey. Yes, please inbox my moderators. Lufuno Okti is one of the moderators. Shumi, is Shumi a moderator now? I think I added Shumi as a moderator. Shumi, just check if you're a moderator yet. No, not yet, but Shumi is going to be, because I've been having a board meeting. Shumi is a moderator now. Okti is a moderator. Batobile is a moderator. Nanali is a moderator. There's a couple of moderators. If you see, Wena Lufuno, check next to Okti's name. You see it has a human being looking thingy there. All of them. That's how you spot the moderators. Hopos is also a moderator. Yeah. So if next to Okti's name, you will see there's and then Nanali's name. Check next to Nanali's name. Shumi, type something. I want to confirm if you are also in. Just say hi. or something. We are Papa, she'll find something to say in the comments. So yes, yeah. So that's when I if you can see the human being looking thing next to their names, then you know the person is a moderator. Then you can inbox them, they can add you to the group. Right, otherwise you can go directly try on keriamporium.co.za. Okay, so guys, let's rehash these 4 points. But firstly, before we go, guys, which one are you going to work on? Please type for me 1, 2, 3, 4, or a combination of them. Tell me which one you want to work on tomorrow. Guys, when we implement things, we implement it immediately. So please put for me in the comments, and then let me know which one you're gonna try. 3, okay. Tammy says 3. Edward is gonna work on 4. Okay. Tobile says all of them. Sile is starting with 3. That's good. I think 3 is a big one. Yes, I can see a lot of you guys like number 3. Queenie is gonna go with 4. Okay, Queenie, let's go. Let's get it. Let's go. Give me your numbers, guys. Let me know which one are you studying. Are you studying with 4 and 3 for Nosi? Okay, we're with you. Guys, the army is with you. Remember, as you try these things, you must remember, you are working with the whole entire Fetch army behind you. Norma is saying number 4. Okay, I see you, Norma. I see you. Hey, Faith, Red Shark Security. Thank you so much for the calendars. I appreciate you. I've been struggling with 3, so I'll start with it. Okay, Lost Boy, let's get it. I've already started on 1 and 2. Yes, Pruberry, let's get it. So 3 and 4 is what we'll be working on. Let's get it. Let's get it, Fetch Army. That's what we do. You see, guys, we are committing and we are coming up with plans and we're saying this is where I'm starting. That's one thing I like about this live, because we don't say, manifest everything and then go crazy. Calvin, 2 for me. All right, Calvin, great for you. Calvin, 2 decision making. Calvin, you must also do number 3 so that next time when they hit you with a 2 finger in Joburg, you can negotiate and say, hey guys, at least give me my SIM card. 3 and 4 from now I'm starting. Okay, let's go. Let's get it, Nanali. Let's get it, Skim Sam. I came late. I would like to understand too, as I always take decision personally on my team. That's what we talk about, Rapsteak, right? Rabelani, that's what we're talking about. The Kim Kardashian of the Fetch Army, Fifi Dramatic says 3 and 4. Okay. On Point is saying 3 for me. All right. I see you. Thank you for the follow on Tatile. Guys, if you're not following me, make sure that you follow so that you can join these master classes every day, 2 o'clock, right? Number 2. When Rapsteak, I don't think you are too far from it. I think you're already doing it. Number 2 basically means if Excel, Jema, or if wabethaki load shedding, or a certain program doesn't work, or your computer has issues, you need to make certain decisions to say, okay, fine, but then how do I keep hustling? Instead of just sitting around and saying, zonke izinto ziphukile, everything is broken, so I'll just sit around and wait for somebody to tell me what I need to do next, right? We're talking about moving. That's what we're talking about. Yes, guys, let's double tap to 25k likes, right? We're talking about moving and making decisions, when Rabelani. So that's what we mean by decision making. You need to decide. You can't always wait for your boss. You can't always wait for somebody to come and save you, So yeah, that's what we how can I join WhatsApp? Please follow my moderators. Trebisa, please follow my moderators. Okti is there, Shumi is there, Batobile is there, Nanali is there. Just click on the on that 87 that's on top there. That's going to show you all of the people that are on the live, and then I think you will be able to see my moderators. But I know Shumi is there, and Nanali is there. Queen moderator Batobile is there. A couple of the moderators are here. Otherwise, go to keriamporium.co.za and then you can join with the link from there, right? But if you struggle, please go to my moderators and then they can assist you. Number 5, tapping the screen. We need to continue working on it. Yes, guys, please. Number 5, guys. Okay, please work on number 5, guys, which is tapping the screen so that we can get to 25Ks. Like Fifi is here, the assistant moderator too. I'm negotiating. I can see. But when are you there? You see, Fifi, the thing about you is that when you are the Kim Kardashian of the Fetch Army, so you shouldn't be working hard. I get it. When your job, Jay, is just to sit there and then look special, that's what you do. You are the Kim Kardashian. When we can't make you, tap the screens, Oh, thank you, coach. I'm good at that. Okay, that's good. That is good. That's good. Unless my empathy is fooling me. You guys are funny. You guys are such a vibe. I like you guys. So yeah, guys. So let's run through them. Self-awareness, guys. It's all about getting your grip together. Self-awareness, guys, is get your grip together. Okay. Be aware when you're about to get angry. Be aware in terms of how you're going to respond. right? Be aware how you handle things. Be aware of your facial expressions. Some of you guys look at people like you're about to kill them or you don't like them, and Tolugut, it's not even that, right? So that makes people get the wrong impression about you. And when people do that, it's going to be tough for you to navigate the workplace, right? And it's going to be difficult for you to explain yourself. So guys, self-awareness is get your act together. Get a grip on yourself. That's what self-awareness is. Get a grip on yourself. Don't just explode unnecessarily. Don't come up with solutions immediately. That's why you guys must go watch Game of Thrones. Those people are very self-aware. That's what you need to do. You need to understand this is a Game of Thrones. It's a game of promotions. It's a game of navigating. That's what's happening in the corporate world. So get a grip on yourself, guys. Be self-aware. Can't be somebody who just jumps and moves around and all of that, right? That's number one. 2, decision making. I just explained it now. You can't just get stuck and sit in bed. Make some kind of a decision to move yourself forward, right? Number 3 is negotiation and persuasion. Guys, you can't just drop down every time they say no to you, right? You say, hear me out, I'll bring you a PowerPoint presentation. Hear me out, I will send you a proposal, right? They need to hear you out. You can't just say no at work and then boom, you crash, right? So some of the people like this one, they want to work on it. And then number 4, guys, is your speech and your presentation. Go do a couple of PowerPoint presentations and present to people or present to yourself or just do something so that you can get into the habit, or create an image like this one that I have here on the live that has the points, and then start working on it and start talking to it. That will help you to improve your speech and your articulation. And you don't necessarily have to speak in a group. If you don't like speaking in a group, as soon as the meeting is done, you can actually go and say to people, listen, to your manager, listen, I didn't want to raise this in a group because I'm a kind of person who's not comfortable, but I've got a small presentation for you. Can I do it with you one-on-one? Okay. This, guys, is how you get your GPS to navigate. Yes, a smile will do half the work. You know what? I'm telling you, people will have this face. You know that face that people do, piano? That face that looks like you are disgusted. You know that Mapiano dance face. The one where you look disgusted, or that you're about to throw up, or you just had or like you have aftertaste. Some of you guys are sitting in the meetings looking like that, and you are not self-aware. And in my head, as your manager, as I'm walking around, right, I'm like, this person looks like they look like they don't like me. So I can create a whole lot of assumptions based on that. And that could mess up your GPS, because now already I'm going to start overlooking you for things, because I'm like, you don't like me anyway. You don't look like you want to be here anyway. So, I mean, why should I even consider you? Right? It's one of those things. I will ask to be an MC at a friend's baby shower this weekend. That's what I'm talking about, Fifi. That is what I'm talking about, right? So go and do that so that you can put yourself in that position. DJ Bionic, thank you for coming through, man. We connected this weekend. What's up, buddy? You get what I'm saying, guys? So these are the 4 things that I need you guys to work on. You guys have picked number 1, number 2, number 3, number 4, whatever it is you guys are going to be working on. I'm really looking forward to your growth, guys. But interpersonal skills are very important, right? So, guys, we've reached our 25K likes. We're going to close this live. You know how we close this live, guys. I'm going to do my shout-outs, and then I want you guys to start the train. Arnalidi DJ, go fetch Army. Brian December. Yes, we do. Coach, what topic will you be discussing tomorrow? Please, may you one day touch on performance reviews. I will bring you somebody for performance reviews if you guys want. Bonnie Way doesn't mind. Okay, guys, the train has started. Hashtag Fetch Army. So, guys, please put hashtag Fetch Army in the comments as we close the live so that I can give you guys your shout outs, right? Keep the train going. When you're typing hashtag Fetch Army, that means you're committing to your self-growth. But Tobile, thank you for coming through. These lives are nothing without you. Queen Shumi, thank you for coming through. Our new moderator. Really appreciate you. Red Shark Security Faith, thank you for coming through, my friend. I appreciate you. Nana Lee, Bestie, thank you for coming through. I see you. User 54, I see you. Blackman, I see you. Lady D, I see you. Wanda, I see you. Calvin, I see you, boss. Thank you for coming through. The Trellis Company, I see you. Jim, I see you. Inago, I see you. User 775, I see you. Tepo Louis, I see you. Danny Daniel, I see you. Spelelen Rover, I see you. Paul, I see you. Masanto, I see you. Pauline Wenya, I see you. Veli 62, I see you. Yellow Time, I see you. Scammy, I see you. Linda 123, I see you. Fistos, I see you. Mandis, I see you. Kaya Ngali, I see you. Mabomvani, I see you. Hey, Mabomvani. Abigail, I see you. Miriam, I see you. Tebello, I see you. Mabongi, I see you. Kosa, I see you. Otavile, I see you. Mohau, I see you. Hoggle, I see you. There's another Fee. With the Canada flag there. I see you. Nkunzebo Mvo, I see you. Noabi Samkons, I see you. Pruberry, my friend, thank you for coming through. I see you. Millie P, I see you. Tandi, I see you. Aleta, I see you. Kanyis, I see you. Tops Caneo, I see you. Tama 86, hey, Tops Caneo, people are taken. Tama 868, I see you. Karabo, I see you. Mafa, I see you. User 62, I see you. Monique, I see you. Ashezipi, I see you. Spesihle, I see you. Ntogozo, I see you. My phone jammed. Yo, guys, not my phone freezing as I was giving shoutouts. Guys, Askis, my phone froze as I was giving shoutouts. The phone became jealous of me. So, guys, those are the shoutouts that I could come up with. I'm sorry, Askis. They didn't want me to give shoutouts. So, I don't even know where it ended because it cut me off. But, guys, thank you so much for coming through. I really appreciate y'all. You guys are the best. The shoutouts ended where they ended. But at the end of the day, right, guys, really appreciate you for coming through. I will see you tomorrow at 2 o'clock. Okay, we don't know what topic we're going to have until it's time for the topic, right? But somebody who wants performance reviews, I will speak to Boniwe. Guys, please go follow Boniwe. I think her name is Boniwe Danster or something like that, but she's a fantastic HR person, so yeah, guys, glad you have to caught your live. DJ Bionic, I'm so glad, man, you caught my live. I'm so glad I caught your live. It was fantastic being at your live, man. You were playing some great tunes this weekend. No, you are the best. Thank you so much, Fifi. Thank you so much, right? So, guys, I will see you tomorrow. And then, guys, thank you to Potato and Chips for sending the weights. Take care of yourselves, and wherever you guys go, please remember that you are the Fetch Army. And then we don't feel sorry for ourselves. Sharp, guys. Love you. Mwah.